Hello folks, thank you for your time, certainly for your attention. Wanted to do a little update. I know I've been doing a lot of 1-minute wisdom videos, but I also wanted to try and at least once a month summarize some of the other uploads that I've got on my Odysee channel. Odysee is certainly, I think, one of the best alternatives to YouTube, and if your YouTube feed is driving you crazy, certainly the amount of commercials, the amount of interruptions that YouTube is delivering these days, to me suggests that it's time to look for an alternative. And certainly I feel like Odysee is one of the better alternatives, so I would suggest checking it out. But with that said, I want to just briefly go over the offerings that I've got and some of the reposts that I have on my Odysee channel. Certainly I've been doing 1-minute wisdom, but beyond that, I've got a reference to one of my favorite books when it comes to John Taylor Gatto is The Underground History of American Education. So that's certainly my first link there. Then just going over some of the stuff. I've got Awaken with JP, a couple of his videos. One of Derek Brose's first attempts at a walk and talk, which was through his conscious resistance thing, so check that out. A video by Dr. Eric Berg, who was talking about drinking Coca-Cola. If you drank 2.2 liters of Coca-Cola per day, what that would do for you. There's actually a state in Mexico that is averaging 2.2 liters of Coca-Cola a day. I know it's crazy, but you might want to check that out. Corbett Report and Corbett, some of his videos. A interview that I did with Anam Pacienta and Anam Pacienta. Sorry, Anam, if I got that wrong. But I think this is a great video that interview that I did with him. I guess it's probably at the beginning of the pandemic, but I think it's great. It's the top 5 downfalls of anarchists. Certainly some more stuff from Corbett. Some ideas about astral projection that I think are pretty interesting. The Garrison Tapes documentary that if you don't know who I'm trying to think of his first name, but the only district attorney to actually do an investigation of the JFK assassination, he actually got about a 30-minute time frame on NBC during the 1960s to refute some of the ignorant things that were said about him during the thing, and he's actually kind of a focus of the movie JFK. But in any case, that's on there. Let's see, what else do I have? Bonhoeffer's Theory of Stupidity, a video that's about 6 minutes long. Definitely something to look into. Some thoughts about diabetes and essentially using cinnamon. I think that's kind of interesting. The hidden secret behind the cutting edge technology in China. It's kind of an interesting one. Some thoughts on public relations and versus reality. More of my 1-minute wisdom things there. I'm not going to talk too much about those. JP, Awaken with JP, got another video of his. Some stuff on kind of the fake past as far as climate change and some of those things. A little video on Dietrich Klinghardt and the 5 levels of healing that I thought was interesting. And finally, the last stuff Uh, uh, some thoughts about Ethereum merging with the SEC. I definitely think Ethereum has some questions that for those of you in the crypto arena, we're going to have to deal with. I tend to believe that cryptocurrency is going to have a big .com bubble moment, and I tend to believe that a great deal of the cryptocurrencies that are out there, I think the number is somewhere in the 21,000 range. A lot of those are going to cease to exist, and people are going to have to deal with that one. That's my particular belief. That doesn't have to be everybody's. I tend to believe that there are a lot of opportunities for NFTs, or what people are calling NFTs, and maybe community coins are something that are probably the future. But I also have something on general semantics and Alfred Korzybski. I think he's a really important figure in the idea of time binding. A little bit about Ted Gunderson and what he was exposing. An interesting video from the North Korea military chorus. I don't know if it's real or made up, but it's a pretty thoughtful piece of video work there, 2 minutes worth. And then finally, an interview with Joseph Campbell on the power of myth. Bill Moyers did. I thought that was an interesting interview, and it certainly influenced one of the last things I did in regard to the 1 minute wisdom. But honestly, again, I think Odysee and the library does present some interesting things in regard to the use of video. Video is here to stay, and certainly as far as the technology goes, I think we're all going to have to adopt it into our lives in some way, shape, or form. But there's some interesting information out there that I think is very helpful to our understanding about where we're going in the world and what's going on in the world. Certainly there's a great deal of misconception and misperception about where the world is, and it is being created through the mainstream media. And certainly what we've got to do is start our own narratives and start talking about the information that's valuable to us. In any case, I don't want to keep this too long, but thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest. I hope this channel is useful to you. I certainly hope the 1 minute wisdom strikes a chord with people in some way, shape, or form. But I thank you so much for your time and attention.